Hey, what is up, guys? It is Quality ASMR back with another video. Today I have some Dark Souls remastered gameplay for you, and I'm just like voiceover dubbing over it because Dark Souls. I don't know if it'd be very ASMR to hear my reactions to me playing the game, but this is the like final area of the first game. So I'm just gonna be like fighting the final boss and such. Um, you can see I'm just like walking around, just looking around. Um, I don't know if you get. There's this guy that makes these videos. I'm not sure what his name is. It's kind of bad of me, but he does like it's like inconsequential places in video games. So he does like Mario 64 and like Mario Kart or like Skyrim, and he just like goes to places that you like don't really think about in video games. So I was just kind of looking around and like thinking of that kind of stuff, just like random little places that don't really have anything in them. Anyways, so yeah, I'm not very good at Dark Souls, so don't expect much. This is my first ever Dark Souls game. I've played maybe 20 minutes of Dark Souls 2 and 20 minutes of Elden Ring, just like on a friend's like computer or Xbox or whatever. Um, but yeah, I decided I'm gonna try to play through like all the Dark Souls, like Dark Souls, 1 to 3, Sekiro maybe, and then Elden Ring. And then I'll probably get to Bloodborne and Demon Souls at some point if they get like ported ever, because I'm not gonna buy a PS5. Um, anyways, so yeah, just enjoy the gameplay. The worst thing about Dark Souls, I will say, I did enjoy the game, but running back every time you die to the boss is it's really irritating. And I think the game would legitimately be much better if some of the campfires were just closer to the boss arenas. So this is, oh, by the way, sorry, the footage is like cropped. I messed up on accident. I wasn't paying attention on OBS and I incorrectly filmed it. But you can still see, pretty much you just can't see his health bar, which maybe makes it more suspenseful. I don't know. um, yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys have been doing well. It has been a while since I last uploaded. I believe my last video was the Toontown video I did probably, jeez, what? Yeah, it must have been winter break 7 months ago. So just a quick update, not that anyone cares, but maybe when I'm looking back at this in the future. Um, I graduated college in May. Um, for the last couple months, I've just been going on vacations and such, and like hanging out with friends. And I am starting work full time, hopefully next Monday. Back to the grind. I'm honestly not very excited, but I hope the job will be cool. I'll let you guys know how it is. I mean, the main reason I'm not excited is because I had to move out of my apartment, like my school apartment, and then I have to move back into my parents' house, but my parents are moving as well. So I'm gonna have to move my stuff to my parents' house and stay there for like a month or two, and then move my stuff into another apartment, which is just kind of a hassle. So I'm gonna be like, all over the place for a little bit. I forgot to mute the audio of me playing Dark Souls so I can hear me molding while I'm playing this, like dubbing over this. Yeah. So honestly, this boss wasn't that bad. Um, it took me a little bit, but I mean, I didn't like cheese it at all. I did like I'll show my build will be shown like probably near the end sometime, but I was just doing like two-handed with a fast sword and like dexterity, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, I wasn't using a shield or anything. I've heard that you can cheese this boss with a shield and just like parry it. Um, so my general strat was pretty much just dodge every single one of his attacks, and then he gives you two big openings. So he'll do this like grab attack where he tries to grab you with his hand, and then I usually go for a hit there. And then just now you saw me do a hit. When he goes for his jumping like swing and you dodge that, then you can land a hit. So pretty much I dodged everything besides those two attacks was my general strategy. Um, yeah. Uh, most of the bosses honestly weren't that bad. It's mostly just like the run back to the bosses that's really irritating. Unfortunately, um, I didn't I did all the base game bosses, um, but I didn't do all the DLC bosses. I did one of the DLC bosses, but I believe there are four, so I'm missing three. But my friend told me that when I beat the final boss, this guy right here that I'm fighting, that I could go back and do the DLC bosses. So I was like, okay, I'll just beat this guy real quick and get some souls, and then like the DLC bosses will be easier. Um, because our souls are how you level up in this game. If you don't know, you like get stronger when you kill things. I mean, I guess that's how it is in every game. But anyways, um, yeah. So I beat this guy, and it turns out when you beat him, it automatically goes to New Game Plus, so you have to redo the entire game. So if I want to fight the DLC bosses, I have to play probably like I mean, I could speed through the game pretty quickly, but I'd have to play like, I don't know, 5, 10 hours, probably not that long. And then I would have to fight the DLC bosses, which is kind of annoying. So I was a little irritated about that. See, he does that grab and you can go for a swing. Um, so anyways, um, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that now because I just played like 30 hours in the past couple weeks of this game. So I don't think I'm gonna, replay the game, but maybe like I'll come back in the future and replay it or something and like maybe try to go for more achievements. Um, so yeah. Dark Souls, that's like the most recent game I just beat. Actually, that's a lie. I just literally before filming this video, I just completed the ReZero visual novel. I think it's called Prophecy of the Throne or something. It's all right. It was kind of cute. Um, Nothing really, There's some cool parts of it. It was mostly just like, all your favorite characters just like hanging out and like extra scenes. My main gripe with it is that the visual novel takes place halfway through the first season. And it's like usually visual novels for like established franchises are going to be like filler stuff. And this was filler, but it was weird because it like replaces one of the arcs. Like if you have seen ReZero, there's like the arc, like the where Subaru goes to the capital with Emilia to like for the like election thingy, the dragon thing. I don't know, it's like for the new like princess or whatever. I forgot what it's called. But um pretty much it's that arc, but like they just add new characters to it and stuff. So it's like it's kind of weird. I don't know. It was alright. Um, some other games I've played recently. Hold on. Sorry about that. Some other games I've played recently are I played Atomic Heart, which is like BioShock for Russians. It was alright. It was pretty clunky. Like I don't know. I had mixed feelings about it. It was like some parts of it were really cool and some parts were just like pretty annoying. BioShock's definitely better. But I believe a second Atomic Heart, like if they ever make a second one, I think it could be very good. I think if they like polish it up and like they have the concept down, so I think it could be pretty cool. I also recently, for nostalgic purposes, replayed through all the Modern Warfare campaigns, like 1, 2, and 3 with Captain Price and Soap and Yuri and such, because those were like some of my favorites when I was a kid. Those are some of the first ever like M-rated games I played. The first ever M-rated game I played was actually Skyrim, funnily enough, which is like still my favorite game of all time. That and Minecraft. So yeah, I played through the Modern Warfare campaigns, and it's funny, and you can see I died, and I can hear myself mauling. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's funny like being, I'm older now, whatever. How old am I? 22, and like playing those games, and like a lot of it actually makes sense now. Because when I was a kid, like 10 or like 12 or whatever, I had no clue what was going on. But like playing them all back to back, you kind of like see, it's like actually a full story, which is pretty cool. They're actually good games. I'm not gonna lie. I think they still hold up pretty well. I also played Catherine recently, which is like an Atlas that people make Persona. It's like a puzzle game made by Atlas. It's pretty interesting. I thought it was like kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Like I don't want to say um I always assumed it was kind of like a horny game, but it actually is not really. It's just like about a guy that's like a conflict. It's like he's like cheating on his girlfriend kind of. There's different endings. It's interesting. It's a pretty fun puzzle game. It is actually pretty difficult though at some parts. Um, I played Cuphead, which I thought was all right. Um, I mean, I can definitely see why people like it. The aesthetic's cool, like the art style and the music and everything's cool. I'm just not really a big fan of like platformer, like 2D stuff is not my big thing. I also enjoyed like Hollow Knight, but like I don't really like all the backtracking in Metrovanias. So the Grim, the Troop King or whatever his name is, was definitely the best part of the game for me. That boss fight was awesome. Um, Played Dead Space, like the remake, and that was really good. I think I played Dead Space a long, long time with the original one, but the remake was very, very good. Not as good as Resident Evil, like 4, but it was still very good. The thing about the reason I'm playing so many games now is because I might have mentioned this last. Actually, maybe it wasn't in my last video. I don't know. But they have a Steam family thing now on Steam where you can like join a family, a quote unquote family with your friends, and like you have access to all each other's games and you can like play all each other's games. So now I like probably like 100 games I want to play on my Steam library. So I'm trying to like, before I start working, grind my way through a bunch of them, enjoying my last moments of, I guess, my childhood, quote unquote. But yeah, and I'm like deep down, I'm like, oh wait, what if like this Steam family goes away and I lose all the games? So I'm trying to like play all the games I can, out of anxiety that, they'll get rid of the family thing because it's absolutely disgustingly amazing. Um, Doom Eternal was fun. Ghost Runner was fun. I played Gris. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's like a walking puzzle simulator kind of. It's very beautifully. It's very good. That was cute. I can hear myself moaning. Um, you can see me starting to get tilted there, and I just start spamming him. Um, let's see what else. Oh, Katana Zero was good. It's kind of like Katana Zero reminded me of like Hotline Miami, but it was like 2D. It has like the same vibe. Wow, I'm so close to dying. Holy shit. Um, Minecraft Dungeons was cute. I got that on sale because the Minecraft anniversary happened. So that was pretty cute. I got that and all the DLC. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're having difficulty with this boss, I recommend using that pillar and healing behind it because it's so like chunky, such a chunky pillar that he has a hard time um like coming around it. Yeah, so he goes for that attack and you hit him a couple times. Um, let's see what else. Papers, Please is a cute game. I like Papers, Please a lot. Paranormal is a visual novel I just played as well. That was very good. Um, it's like kind of meta-y. It reminds me of, I don't know, it's kind of like Zero Escape, but like maybe like Danganronpa. I don't know. It's good though. You should check it out. If you like visual novels, I recommend Danganronpa first and foremost. Paranormal Sight is also very good. I still have to play AI Somnium Files and Steins Gate. Those are next on my visual novel list. Um, I beat all the Zero Escape games as well. Those are pretty decent. And then Shovel Knight. I played all the Shovel Knight games, and I had a lot of fun with those. And recently, I've been really like wanting to buy a Steam Deck. I don't know if that's like crazy because they're like 500 bucks, at least like the OLED one, which I would want. I want a Steam Deck because there's so many games I have that I could play on the Steam Deck that I feel like would be like perfect. Like I have some like old Mega Man games or like Final Fantasy or like I don't know, I have so many games in my library that I feel like would be fun on the like Dave the Diver. Um, like I bought all the Kingdom Hearts recently. Like those would be fun on Steam Deck. Like the old Resident Evil, like Shin Megami Tensei, Persona 4. Like I feel like all those would be perfect on Steam Deck. So I'm like craving a Steam Deck. I really want to buy one, but I'm trying to hold myself back because I also want to buy a Switch 2 when that comes out. So maybe I'll ask for that for Christmas or something. But yeah, because I don't have my Switch anymore because I was borrowing like I it's kind of I borrowed I guess I bought my Steam Deck from someone and then I just gave it back to them because they wanted it back. So I was like, yeah, whatever. So I have like a bunch of games that I haven't played, like Fire Emblem, and um, I still need to play the Breath of the Wild games. I played a decent amount of the first one, but yeah, I don't have any a Switch, but I have all the Switch games, so I need to buy a Switch too. Um, and then I've also been watching a decent amount of anime and reading some manga as well. So sorry I'm yapping, but like this is kind of my life at this point. It's just like consuming media. Um, so I'm currently watching Spice and Wolf, which is all right. honestly don't really see the appeal that much. It's like pretty decent. It's cute, but it's not like it's kind of boring. Like I think Hollow and Lawrence are like pretty cool, but I don't know. I guess I don't really get it. Okay, I must be pretty close to beating him at this point. Yeah, he has so much health. It's kind of annoying. Maybe Dark Souls. I'm not very good at Dark Souls. I guess I don't really know what like the meta builds are or anything. But yeah, I pretty much use that sword and that armor through the entire game. And I only, yeah, it'll show my, I'll talk when it shows my stats later. I'll show you some of them. I've watched the first season of Oshinoko. I liked him, so I'm watching the second season now. I'm finally making my way through. Oh, there we go. I beat him through Neon Genesis. I have like tried to watch it before. I never finished it though, so I'm um, gonna do that at some point. So in this game, there's two endings, and I knew there was two endings, and I assumed one of them was like a bad ending and one was a good ending. Oh, there were my stats. So level 78. Okay, well I skipped past it, but I only put like stuff in vitality and dexterity and strength a little bit. Um, so I see that campfire there, and I'm like, okay, I'm assuming that's the good ending if I use a campfire. So I'm trying to figure out like how to get the bad ending or like the evil ending, quote unquote. So yeah, Tower of God season 2 just started and I'm kind of disappointed, but that's fine. Watched the Blue Lock Nagi movie and that was pretty cute. I'm excited for the second season. Um, watched Dororo, it was pretty good. Konosuba I enjoyed embarrassingly, and I'm caught up on Smiling Friends as well. I've watched the first two seasons and it's all right. I personally like Rick and Morty better, but I think Pim and the boss are like really funny. They're really good characters. And then I have a ton of manga. Like recently caught up on. Yeah, okay, so I got the bad ending there, or the quote unquote evil ending by not lighting the fire. So I guess I'm like the Dark Lord. I don't know the Dark Souls lore. I'll probably watch a 5 hour video about it, in the future. Yeah, so caught up on Boruto, reading, finished Golden Kamuy, Land Illustrious, caught up on Blue Box, caught up on Black Clover, Dawn to Dawn, Sakimoto Days, finished Golden Kamuy. I liked it a lot. Or did I already say that? I think I already said that. And now I'm reading Blue Exorcist, making my way through Blue Exorcist. And then I finished Way of Kings Book 4, Rhythm of War, which I liked. It was pretty good. Um, I'm excited for the last one, which will be coming out this year. And then I'm currently reading Rise of Endymion, which is the fourth book in the Hyperion series. All right, so that is pretty much the end of the video. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Robbie of the future, or oh, I just leaked my name. It doesn't matter. Or anyone else that's watching. Yeah. Have a nice day. Cheers.